A good night's sleep cannot be understated. I suffer for the last, I don't know how long. It's been too long. I just chronically just would wake up in the middle of the night, either had to, go pee or which is always, fun, especially once you start upping your water intake and you just, you're chronically going to the bathroom, which, by the way, a little life hack for you. If you find yourself having to go to the bathroom frequently, especially if you are trying to get a gallon of water a day, add a pinch of salt to your water bottle. Not a lot. You shouldn't be able to taste the salt. It shouldn't be like salty, but you just add a little pinch and it actually helps push the water to your muscles, and you don't have to go to the bathroom quite as frequently. So just a little life hack for you. Of course, it doesn't change the fact that you're still drinking a gallon of water a day, but just every little bit helps, right? Oh, anyway, I had a good sleep last night. I passed out, didn't want to get up, and I was comfortable. I don't know, the room was the right temperature, the pillow was just fluffed just right, the blankets were blanketing, It was just a cozy morning. Didn't want to get up, but we got things to do, right? So heading off to the gym, again, later than I want, but the only problem with going at this time of the morning is this is when a lot of the senior citizens get up, and since I work out at Planet Fitness, that's where they congregate for their workouts. And no shade, nothing wrong with it, and I'm always happy to see people actually taking their health seriously, even when they're advanced age. Being active is important. Retirement is the number one killer of the elderly, so keep that in mind. but they tend to flock right around 9 o'clock in the morning. So but that's all right. I'll work my way around them. It's gonna be a pull day today. Looking forward to it. Pull day is my favorite. Push day, I love the push-pull combination. I don't know. I feel good about it. I don't know. I can actually feel the weight, and I feel like I see progress with it. I'm still trying to get my diet in check. I'm still not tracking macros. I mean, it's too much for me to have to think about, which I know is an excuse, but I try to prioritize my protein, and that's really what I go for. And I just eat when I'm hungry. I try to snack every few hours, and whether it's a protein shake or some cottage cheese or Greek yogurt or what have you. So I am hitting my macros, but I just don't. I just don't track it. But anyway, feel good about the progress over the last couple weeks, though. The way that I lift, I don't try to always push to do a higher weight. I try to keep track of my intensity. I try to focus on how I'm feeling in the moment in that workout. So I incorporate a lot of drop sets. I'm not interested in trying to lift 500 pounds. I'm not trying to ego lift. I don't care about that. Almost 40 years old. I'm not going to be pushing that kind of weight in the gym. Not in Planet Fitness anyway. And I don't have anybody to impress for that kind of stuff. It doesn't interest me. So what I really want to focus on is building up the muscle and building up that functional strength. What I really need to start doing is I need to start incorporating some kind of stretching / Pilates routine. Like, I really feel tight in my hips, and like I've always been tight there. Like I've never prioritized whatever stretching. I've just always focused on the muscle building side of it. But I feel like as I'm getting older, and I need to have a little bit more give in the tendons. I noticed it especially when I was at my daughter's field hockey tournament there the other night, and they didn't have any stadium seating, so I had to sit cross-legged on the ground unless I wanted to stand the whole 4 hours. And So I was sitting and just, I used to sit cross-legged style all the time when you're a kid, and I never sit like that anymore. And it became very apparent, after about 5 minutes, I was like cramping up and like, damn, I am not 10 years old anymore, obviously. But yeah, so I think I need to start incorporating a more, really, I've always heard of it. What's the other concept? I've always heard about, stretching the fascia muscles. I know Arnold put a lot of emphasis on that he actually credited that for the width of his chest, and the fascia being all of the muscles and tendons in between your bone structure, right? At least I'm not a biologist, or I think that's what it is. But what it's supposed to do is allow for greater growth and expansion of muscles. That allows for a better pump. I don't know. It's worth a shot anyway. And you kind of do it already unconsciously with activities like a dumbbell pullover. And again, I mean, that's actually another one straight from Arnold that he used. And you can really feel that. You kind of feel it in your chest when you get that big stretch when you're bringing the bar behind your head. But anyhow, point being is that I need to start incorporating some kind of stretching routine to kind of help loosen me up a little bit. It's not all about just the muscle size and strength. You have to have the function to go along with it. And I got to keep up with the kids. That's my number one goal. I mean, that's a big reason why I'm heading to the gym and being as focused on it as I am. Like, yeah, it's for me too. I want to feel better about my body, and I want to look good and feel good. Lose a few pounds of fat, but it's also making sure I can show my 15-year-old who's still boss, right? He's 15 and in football, and I gotta still show him that his old man still got it. Live by example, right? So, and my younger son, he's into basketball, and my daughter, my youngest, she's into field hockey. So they're all pretty active kids. So I got to make sure that I can keep up with them if they want to throw the ball around in the yard, or play a little field hockey in the yard, whatever. All right. Well, just about to pull into the gym here, so here we go.